So we are
Okay.
live. We are live. We are live. Ian, you had a question for Nick. Do you want me to establish what brought on this question, or like you just want to go in?
I'll just do it as a two-parter, and it should become really clear where the conversation had been.
Okay. Then Ian, there you go.
Yeah. So it's a two-parter for
Yeah.
you, and I'd love to discuss it where your mind goes. One is, who would walk away from this show first? Who would say, you know what, I have to stop first? But my question is, who would go solo first? Who would
Okay.
not necessarily just walk
Two
away?
separate
Who would
questions,
say,
right? Like,
very much so. Very much so.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
which one should we just do? Who would walk away first? Because I think that's like, because that would lead
Yeah.
into who goes solo, right?
Sure.
Okay. Who would if the money? If I had the money, I'd bet money. Now here's the thing: my gut would say Ian would walk away first. But Ian has said on this podcast, the last one when we ended it, that this is like hit the most consistent thing in his life.
It's legitimately so like invigorating for me. I can't tell you guys.
Yeah, I know how much Ian loves this stuff.
Yeah.
You would think you put more work into it,
I'm an imp. I'm living freely. See, we're not yelling at Nick. Nick, we're not screaming at you.
Well, no. You said you're gonna get a new mic and everything. Finally, I mean, after so many years, which is very funny.
Oh my god!
And then we can finally do each record our own Audacity tracks, and it'll sound better quality. And I get to mix things and actually edit versus like, oh god, I have to do this shit on the fly. I think Nick. I know Nick has told me he would do this until he dies. But I think if Nick got like an art job, like an animation thing, he would totally abandon this shit.
Yeah, see, that's where my mind was going, was like, what if Nick got like a really good job, like a multi-season deal to do the music for an animated show? I would be like, well, you may be a fool if it's a choice between, I mean, you know.
You guys are funny though.
We are funny. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That Nick has been telling me stories how much his podcast has like helped him in classes because apparently people aren't funny.
Dude. Oh, they don't really care about writers. It's really funny.
We tried to tell you. We tried to tell you.
Anyway.
They don't care until they need them, and then they fucking hate it. Like when they need someone.
And just for the listeners who aren't on the inside of it, it's mutual. We love twisting the knife. Oh, you need help now?
I know.
I'm sure.
Because all writers are petty.
Deeply.
True.
That's like that's not me being mean. I think that's the more I write, the more I'm like, I think that has to be in you.
An inability to let go of things?
Because you have to hold on to shit in order to write.
Everything.
You have to hold on to like emotions and all that. Because you're not drawing it from nothing.
No, you're putting it in a jar for later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Nick. Go.
No, say like that's something I noticed is that, and I says to Chris where I found myself kind of heated, where it's like there's such a fear of letting characters have dialogue. It's
every time
do everything you can to avoid them talking.
Oh man!
And at some point, then it's like, well, then you aren't treating the characters as people, and like there's like a valley of missed opportunities of ways to explore a character. Because real life is just dialogue. It's literally dialogue and people do it. Like
it's a bunch of thoughts and then what you actually say.
Yeah.
Right? Like whether you do one or the other more, that depends on a person. But Nick, to your thing, before I get into like, yes, I agree, and my own like thing with dialogue, it also kind of makes sense to me that like visual artists don't care about dialogue that much because they're trying to convey as much information as possible
Yeah.
without it.
Yeah.
Right? So like I get that, but also in a medium where you're trying to make people or like trying to tell stories. I mean, you can definitely do it without dialogue, but I still think you have to be a really fucking good storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Through other means besides just like animation, all that requires like good directing, good cinematography, soundscape, like sound engineering and all that stuff, right?
Right.
To try to make up for just lack of good dialogue. There's a lot more. That's a lot of work you gotta do instead of learning to write, or to like learning to write, like to make like very interesting human sounding dialogue. I would like to point out to one Christopher Nolan film. As I know I'm a broken record on that, but I think he is a very great like visual storyteller. I just never click with his stuff because I don't think he can make people. This is long established. I'm not going to do it again.
Yeah.
But man, those dialogues, huh? They ain't interesting. They ain't that great. Like, I don't think there's good writing in those scripts. But yeah. Dialogue's hard. I will say that. I really struggled with it when I write, and now all I care about is dialogue.
I think also dialogue, just to quickly say, you also got to think about what you're trying to do with it, because not all dialogue is, you know what I mean? Like, not everyone's trying to write Raymond Chandler.
Yes.
Yeah. Which I would say is maybe
right,
a
kids?
litmus of, right, kids? You all love Raymond.
Right, Raymond Chandler.
Yeah.
Maltese Falcon. It was in Space Jam too. For all he knows.
But yeah, I think the idea of writing incredibly real to life dialogue is one practice, and then there's people who do Sorkin, where nobody actually in the real world sounds anything like that, but it works for what that is.
Yeah, you can get away with that for sure, but there's still like humanity to some of those. Like, it's one of those like you learn the basics so you can, or you learn the rules so you can mess with them type thing. I'm thinking, Sorkin's a good example. Or fucking, if we're on the director train, why am I forgetting his name now? The dude, me and you, Ian, are like, he's made the same movies 3 times now.
Oh, Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson. Yeah. That kind of dialogue. Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright's dialogue as well. If you're just on movies, and then there's stuff like, and then you have what you start learning what people interpret is human. So I'm thinking, so if we're going with the classics, Ernest Hemingway, English degree over here. He thought people repeat themselves a lot.
Yeah.
That was so that's what a lot of his dialogue is, and a lot of also just not saying what the thing is, which I think that's very true from my own personal experience. That people will not necessarily beat around the bush. I guess that's what it is. But it's very much not saying outright, let's get an abortion is like the famous story. There's a whole story about that, but
right. It's not saying the most intense emotional aspect.
Yeah.
You use euphemism or dysphemism, or you do a bunch of things to distance yourself from things that make you feel out of control. And that's like another thing that he's good at doing.
Very astute.
Yeah.
That's a very good way to put that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Dialogue's hard. It's hard. It's not easy. Writing's hard. That's why most people hate it, I think.
Like, I know. And I think that's where my frustration was like, I was trying to put so much effort into it and made a whole sequence for this committee project thing, and then people were trying to convince the director to take my writing out of it, saying that it's in the way, or telling me I need to go. They were telling the teacher that I need to have someone walk me through the story again to get it. And I was like, yo, like, hold on, like, who the fuck are you? Hang on. Are you telling me like, like what we got like $10 million? Wait, you can play this out tomorrow? Like, goddamn, like. And I was like, dude, like, if you want humanity, like you said, humanizing. There's no humanizing this. It's just a bunch of things that happen, like Nolan. And I'm like, dude, like, there's no reason for these audience to care or like see personality or like. There's no like insight. There's like no connection to it. It's just like, oh, these people are just gonna set up the cool thing that's gonna happen. I'm like, yo, like,
yeah, man, hey, yeah,
what are we doing?
Yeah, that's why you get that's why you get the writer for the video games, because everyone wants the cool thing to happen, but no one wants to do the work. Type thing.
Yeah, I was losing it.
Yeah, this has been a fun way to skirt around the fact that Nick would totally leave the podcast first.
Oh yes, you have the most.
Prove your point.
I know Nick's trying to get out of it. Nick's trying to get out of what he did today. So, well, Ian, you think Nick as well then would leave first?
I think with the right offer, that was what I was imagining.
I mean, everyone has their price. I'm sure I would have my price.
I think, but see, with Chris, I could see Chris getting offered a similarly like, oh wow, a gig he's really been priming for ages, and you would find a way to do. What if we just did the podcast at 2 to 4 a.m. for a...
Fuck yeah, that would be me.
Be fun.
What if we did that?
That's more or less what I do now. I do this on my like when I'm not doing my day job or my other jobs. It's like, hey, let's do it then. I could have the movie watched and ready to go. Let's do it in like a week. I'm better about giving time, I think, to people.
Yes,
because there used to be just like, especially when I was going to college. Oh shit, we got to do this like now.
Oh, definitely. There were weeks where we would be like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah.
Granted, we didn't really have homework beforehand, right? Like we do now.
Yeah, we've got more of a system now that we at least know what's upriver from us a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is good. Yeah.
No, that's good. That's progress.
It's
Nick,
like we've learned.
Nick, who do you think would leave first?
Man, with all that said, I mean, I was gonna say Chris, but no, Chris is right. Ian's totally right. Chris would like just
Ian's 100% right. I would just be like, yeah, let's just fucking do it when I'm like,
when I'm on amphetamines.
When I'm on my second cup of coffee or something.
Yeah. Here's what I will say. I think it not as an insult, but as a genuine compliment, Chris. You are so relentlessly passionate. You are too stubborn to like just walk away from it. If you made it yourself, like
I appreciate that. I know that's unhealthy, and
I know,
especially as someone who hates marketing, and I gotta do that because, like, man, I already have the drive and the consistency, but I just don't market. That's all that's holding me back, right? No, it's not an original idea that I got.
You just gotta get your face on a little league team, guy. That's what we need. We need the exposure.
One of the ideas I've had is getting those, making those $1 million bills that like Christian cults like give you, but it's my face and it's just the podcast.
Oh my god! With a URL, like a download. You are. Oh my god! Do it! Oh my god!
I think it would be so fucking funny.
I think. Really
I've wanted to do a thing where I'm like, I do some viral marketing where I show up on the news. I would need to know someone in the news because I want someone in on it. And they open a door and it's just me in my underwear, being confronted about some fake thing. Like I committed a crime or something.
Did you know that the runoff from your garden has actually devastated this small village? Oh no! What?
Yeah, but it's all just me slipping in the fact that I'm in the middle of a podcast that you should check out.
Why were you dressed like this when you recorded the shit? It's my
I have the
comfort
rope
space.
closed when I'm on the thing, but I gotta air out when
Yeah.
when I'm walking.
Well, this is the front door. I couldn't wear my house robe to the front porch, could I? You idiot! Oh my god!
See, you are the fool now.
Oh my god!
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
I guess my answer goes to Ian. Like, I think Ian would quit.
Okay.
Really, you think Ian would quit before you?
Fuck.
Oh yeah, I think.
Oh yeah, me.
Oh, I'm an option.
I'm an option. I just didn't know if I could point myself. Like,
Yeah, you can, and you can always do that.
okay,
You make art.
I mean, but I wouldn't do it like. Yeah, I think it would just
Oh,
be
yeah.
as simple as like a job offer or like just too busy. It wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what
that.
I'm saying. I think it would be something simple for you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I think that's the barrier, right?
Yeah. It'll just have a no. It'll be Ian and I on TMZ, and then our faces are blurred out,
Yeah.
and then we're like, yeah, that guy Chris, he used to.
Oh, dude, see, it's such a good idea. I think it's a great idea. I mean, maybe we could do something like that. I wonder, but it would. I don't want it to just be YouTube. I want it to end up on like whatever fucking news channels my parents are watching before. However that works on Hulu or something.
Now, the TMTM listeners, you can't repeat this. This is just for the podcast. But a thing I had talked to Chris about before was like, be cool, everybody. Yeah, don't be narcs. One thing we had talked about was, I think an amazing and quick way to get kind of a following and attention to what you're doing nascently in art would be, what if we became just enemies? Like in every other situation, contested.
People do that.
True.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I'm talking about like a Weird Al Yankovic level of like I'm gonna get Lin-Manuel Miranda to appear with me and publicly denounce you and let everyone know,
yeah.
I don't fuck with that guy. Nah. And then just continuing to elevate. You get Linda Cardellini to be like, Ian, I heard he crushes geese or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Just wild shit.
Oh yeah. Like
the only problem with that now is we live in a post Diddy expose, a post FC Files, where true. Like it could be true. What's his name? Who was the guy that was the cannibal?
Fucking Armie Hammer.
Armie Hammer. That started as a joke.
Yeah. I know.
And then it was true 2 weeks later.
I know.
Well, you've got to pick stuff that's deliberately impossible. Like I was secretly Johnny Depp's half brother the whole time. Nobody knew.
I saw Nick walk through a wall once.
Yes, exactly. I'm not sure Nick's really corporeal.
He's such a transparent guy. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Have you ever seen Nick touch things? I have. Whole time.
I thought
Chris is three dogs piloting an android like in Men in Black.
That's right.
But it's all through cogs and wheels that they run on.
Oh yeah, him. I heard he doesn't even have a left side. He always faces right
one of the things I've always loved this gag. I'm not going to be the first one to do this. I realize this because I know I've seen videos of it and I fucking love it so much. One day I'm going to push this and it's going to fall. It's the background. It's all going to be just an elaborate green screen to reveal something bigger. One of my favorite videos of all time, I think it's like in China. I think it's from China or something. But it's this dude doing an interview and he's dressed up and it looks like, and he's doing it with his business lady over Zoom. And it looks like, oh yeah, things are going well. And it looks like he's in an empty office. He's just like using the computer or whatever. And then he slightly backs away and goes, yeah. And then the back of the chair hits this cardboard green screen that falls, and it's just two dudes in their underwear eating in like a cramped apartment behind him. And he goes, and he just starts waving. The girl's like freaking out. And then he gets up and he's in his underwear from the waist down. It's just, and then like closes the camera. And I think that's hilarious.
That's excellent because you set up a whole vignette. Exactly. Yes.
I think that's great. I think that's comedy gold. So if I did that, obviously it would be ceiling, but I think it would be really funny.
Sure.
Although, who's to say I haven't been doing it? Okay, we got to get to the second question for looking at the time.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We've been chatting for a little bit, but who strikes it out on their own? Are we saying a podcast, or is it something else? I would say who strikes out on their own podcast. Who thinks they're too good for this?
Oh, I like that question so much more. I love that, actually. Which one of us is like, you know what? No, me. Well, it's really obvious at that point, I think, isn't it? I mean, I think we all know which one of the three of us would want to just be the one talking the whole time.
Oh, yeah. It's not like I do my host duties and make sure there's no dead air.
There it is. Yeah, deflect it. Yeah, the burden you bear, the cross you bear, Chris, in entertainment.
Dead air is the worst thing that can happen on an audio format, Nick. You can't have it for more than like a second. If you do, people think something's wrong, and then they just change the fucking track for whatever reason instead of waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, just cut our mics. Yeah.
I'm gonna let you all on the secret. That year of Chris, that was several conversations. That was really funny. I can absolutely imagine.
I still love those options though. It was like 5 Chris and then like
Well, no, I put all of us equal. I did. I thought it was just crazy it landed on Year of Chris right after Year of Nick.
That was really funny.
That was really funny. You couldn't write that. And then I was like, "Oh my god! If it lands on Year of Chris, I'm gonna freak out."
Oh my god!
Well, I might actually just change it, just so people don't think I rigged it.
Yeah.
Oh my god! It was excellent.
So funny. Don't worry. Next year, we got it. We got it, folks. Year of Chris.
You wouldn't believe the Gundams we're gonna show you guys next year. It's gonna be.
That's Year of Nick.
That's definitely me.
Yeah, that's Year of Nick. It's just robots and some horny anime that's apparently deep after first couple episodes.
Oh yeah.
I am concerned that the longer we do podcasting, the more opportunities there are that Bible Black becomes not just a throwaway joke in the last show.
It's gonna happen.
It might happen.
One of my ideas is when Nick does leave, our final episode is us like live reacting to Bible Black, but then I just cut it like as soon as the logo shows up.
I think that would actually if we did it as an AMR, as a what do you call those, like an interactive thing, where the audience is like, oh no, ghosts got him, it just cut out right when the stuff was gonna happen.
ARG,
When ARG and R.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so are we saying it would be me?
Come on. Yeah.
It probably would be. Because I've had ideas for other podcasts that I've tried to start up, and it's just like hasn't worked out yet. Mostly, it's my fault. Just it's more work than I can bear, and I forget about that every single time.
Right.
Until I start doing it, and I go, I'm losing sleep again. I cannot function, and I'm going to die with like a stroke or something. No, probably. I don't know. Well, there is precedence for Ian trying to do the stuff on Instagram about comics that went away real quick.
It turns out, hey guys, you know that the editing that shit is like hard. It's like,
dude, I don't like editing on my phone. I hate it. I know people do it. What is it, like CapCut is what they want, is what a lot of people say to use.
I didn't mind InShot. I could I could bang out one of those. I did it basically over a lunch break period, but it was like, that was the whole, that's the whole tamale, shooting it, cutting it up, putting it up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. If I had practiced more, I don't know. I'm sure it would become easier if I did it over and over again.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of those things. Well, the best piece of advice I've ever been given about this kind of stuff is do 3 episodes fully believing that these are the first 3 episodes of the product or whatever thing you're doing. and don't put them up because they're bad, right? And and you'll tweak it within those first 3. Best piece of advice I was ever given.
That's basically like doing a freebie, like a episode 0 pilot where you can practice a little bit.
100%.
That's great.
100%.
Is that a good segue?
That's good. That's a good segue for the pilot. My only other logic that maybe Nick stream. I don't think Nick would. I think because if he did, I think he would stop around like episode 2 or 3, whatever. Of this kind of format, a podcast or a live reaction, I don't know. Nick, what do you think?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think you would. And I don't mean that to insult you or anything, but I just I just know you. I don't think you would.
I agree. Yeah.
I don't think that.
Because let me tell you why, Nick. Let me tell. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Oh. There wouldn't be any sauce.
Oh, probably. I wouldn't.
Everyone would be too happy.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be an agent of chaos because you would try to get rid of me. And that's what you're trying to avoid.
Oh, so you would be like an actual antagonist, like trying to come in from the outside of the podcast.
I am the agent. I am the host. I am the agent of chaos. I'm a weird. Trying to keep order and trying not.
Now, see, Brothers Dueling podcast. You've put that out there in the world without using those words, but let me use those words so everyone knows how cool that idea actually is.
Isn't there a big podcast called like My Brother and My Brother or something?
Yeah, My Brother and Me, which is I like it.
What's it even, dude? Oh. What I've never watched. I've never listened to it.
Mm-hmm.
What is
it? It is an improv comedy podcast with the format of advice, so Dear Auntie kind of things.
Okay.
And then I don't know, they've got a few bits that I'm really fond of. Let me at least go to bat for one specific bit that I'm really enamored with. It's a regular called Munch Squad, where the oldest brother. What?
Yeah.
Well, hang on. I'm gonna let him finish, Nick. I'm gonna let him finish talking.
Where the oldest brother basically just reads fast food press releases.
Okay.
And the joke is the nothing language of marketing. What are you talking about? The chicken nuggets have reinvented what we all expect from service. What does that mean? Like that it's that kind of energy.
That is fairly close to what I talk about with commercials anyway.
No.
You could say I've been doing it first. No. Anyway, me and Nick obviously thought Munch Squad was something very different. So
yeah, sure. No.
Not that kind of podcast.
That's Munch Squad After Hours.
Yeah. I mean, I do listen to Auntie Donna podcast, and that's a improv comedy.
Yeah,
that podcast does get better as it goes. I would say those first lot of episodes is a little rough, but
you know what? I'm gonna ditto that, and I think that the three brothers on that show have dittoed. Please don't listen before episode 250. Try anything after that.
Yeah. I would say, fuck, dude. What if I had to give Auntie Donna's thing a number? Maybe 100. Because what they would do, they're all like 30 minutes, and they would do like 6 in a row. So it's not like every episode they're getting better. It's more like every section, like
right.
Until it's just like great. Like I've been showing Nick some of the clips from the latest stuff, and it's just too meta and good. Like
I hate it.
Okay, we gotta talk about this freaking movie. We're just okay. We did the Foster Yourself for Imaginary. This is very much an old school storyteller cast video we just did. But let's get into the episode. Today we are doing Foster Yourself for Imaginary Friends, House of Blues, the first movie for Foster Yourself for Imaginary Friends, which was then divided up to be the first 3 episodes, sort of as a pilot. Directed by Craig McCracken. I think he also storyboarded it. Yeah, it says also for story credits, Lauren Foss worked on it, they were engaged.
Yeah.
Her and Craig McCracken. That when this came out,
Mm-hmm.
Craig Lewis and Amy Keating Rogers. Oh, I didn't know that she worked on it. That's cool. Oh, and I think doesn't Mike Moon also produce this or something?
He is a producer on this.
Yeah. So these are all big names. If you know your Cartoon Network stuff. This is like right after Powerpuff Girls. There's a ton of references in it. Mojo Jojo makes 2 cameos. And yeah, so we're gonna be talking about this movie. We should have done a triple threat of this, the Goodwill Hunting, and Destination Imagination, but I didn't plan good. So here we are. What did you all know before going in to this? Let's start with Ian. I'm actually more interested because I feel like me and so yeah.
What did I know going into it? So I knew that this was by Craig McCracken, who had done Powerpuff Girls and had done
I have a signed poster in a tube.
Yes. Cool. He also did the Kid Cosmic, which I think we talked about as well.
Yes, he did. 100%.
So I mean, this was one of the like later day Cartoon Network shows I did watch. I definitely saw this movie when it came out.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I also remember watching it as a kid when it came
out. Anything else I can remember? I guess that's kind of it as far as things I knew going into it.
Mm-hmm.
What about you folks? What did you know?
Nick, you want to go?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, trying to think like in particular, like my own, because even though Chris and I paralleled a lot, I think for me, like what I knew going into it is, like my feelings for Craig McCracken are high, but it's not like they're not high enough for me to like worship. It is just like more appreciation.
Yeah,
and
you would
respect.
have to be crazy to worship Craig McCracken, right?
Wow,
that would have to be
opinion.
We don't know anyone who's like
it'd be awkward.
Would be awkward, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't imagine who.
So hard for them.
No, I knew going in how much like I already was in love with the series. Like not only grew up on it, but also like rewatching it now with the context of knowing the careers and like how this is such a specific lightning in a bottle of like a situation of a show. And also like I was also a huge fan of Lauren Faust in general, so I always loved her stuff. Because I used to love the Max, the MTV show, because that was like her first thing she did was like the characters.
Dude, that's what I always bring up. Everyone does My Little Pony, but I always bring up Max from HBO.
Yeah, she was doing a lot of that was like her first stuff, was doing like alternative anime shows from MTV. That was sick. So like I was always a huge fan. So I already knew going in, like now that you have the history attached to it.
Yes.
And just how much skill and like how much of cultural like impact you have like going into this, and then it ends up even explaining like appreciation going forward. But in terms of what I knew going in, that was sort of like my own personal thing, was like once between then and now, I just went into like rabbit holes of like everyone's careers and how much, and just seeing just how much they had a hand in everything. And most things I like, but yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. All right, so what did I know of this before going in? It's not like it was my favorite cartoon as a child. Because it comes out in 2004, right? Am I crazy? Or I'm trying to look at the year. 2004, yeah. I won't say exactly what age, but I'm the right age for this. For this TV show. Man, Craig McCracken's my guy. Powerpuff Girls is one of my favorite cartoons of all time, but Foster's Home is like top 3, next to maybe like Megas XLR or like Samurai Jack or
Dang.
like
Okay.
unless we're talking later, I think Gravity Falls is like up there too.
Okay.
I think Foster's Home is like a nigh perfect cartoon for me. It's everything I love, and you can see that in this like first 3 episodes. The backgrounds and art style are like super unique and detailed, but like well thought out. It's such an amazing setting for a cartoon, and so like what a great idea, right? This home that is crazy large. You can make whatever room you want. You can make up whatever friends. The limit is your own imagination. For what would fit in there, right? Other than it has to feel like a home to something, right? And all the characters are super memorable. Their silhouettes are like you can tell them from a mile away, and they're all fully realized, well thought out. There's good chemistry between all of them. The writing's great. The jokes still hit. And I this was like my show as a kid. I used to fucking I mean, just the concept of like monsters or imaginary friends just showing up and you get to have cool stuff, and it being different from Powerpuff Girls, where like there's a monster of the week that they have to fight.
Yeah.
Versus no, we get to live with these imaginary friends and see what they're like at home. So I'm going in with a bias. I've seen, in fact, when I worked on the game, the last time I watched this, when I was working on Underling Uprising, and I watched the entire thing because I was watching cartoons to write in a more cartoon geared style for the game because we were targeting towards younger audiences. So that was probably the last time I watched this. Man, it's good. All right, so let's get into the climax of the actual thing, and we talk about actual scenes. What are there any particular scenes or things y'all want to talk about first? Because I kind of set us up with the characters, the backgrounds, and all that. What do you think? I will say this. I think it's like a really well paced movie for something that would be later divvied up into 3 episodes.
Yeah,
it went fast. Yeah,
it doesn't feel like time is wasted at all. You know how like okay, so and I don't mean to one of the flaws we talked about with Johnny Bravo Goes to Bollywood is they really had to stretch out those last
that last
half. The last like third or like maybe less, the last quarter to be like we have to hit 110 minutes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we will do a Temple of Doom reference for this. None of that's here. It's all efficient, and it sets you up for this is what the show is. You know exactly. The adventures are unlimited that we can have here.
Yeah.
All right. So I was surprised watching it. Just like, man, time flew.
Yeah.
I was in. It was super fun. You get introduced to Mac. You know who he is, what kind of kid he is. Little smart for his age, smart beyond his age, but he's still, a kid, and you get to see those little flaws.
Yeah.
When he interacts with his mom and all that. Yeah, go ahead.
I think one of the things that'll jump out at me, and then we can kind of go into scenes that touch on this idea, is it is a deceptively simplistic seeming idea that's executed on a very high level, I would say.
Okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
You had mentioned it in the backgrounds. I feel in the character designs that ethos carries over of it is simplistic, but it is distinct and specific. Like,
it's hard because you have to, because it's easy to overcomplicate the imaginary friends designs without making them feel like they could be in this world.
Yeah.
because if it is this guy, but everyone feels it fills you with wonder, right? Like, wow, what other creatures am I going to see here? How are they going to interact? These are really cool designs. Everyone seems super unique. There's so many crazy unique silhouettes.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's that scene where they all show up because the crazy rich family is here to adopt, and just all the animations of all them walking in is like that's the lineup, and it's fucking cool, man. Look how crazy this house is.
I'll say a little bit more about the characters, because I watched it, but I didn't watch it, intensely. I watched it sporadically, I would say. Like the character of Blue is, I think, kind of the ideal for the main imaginary friend, because he's almost an abstract. He's just like a shape with a face on it. And because of that, he is a great example of endless possibility, endless imagination. He could be whatever you want. And I think the other imaginary friends are also bringing that in. I just kind of loved the story justifies it as these characters played a specific role in their child's life, and that's why they bring that. Like, Eduardo is supposed to be a protector, and that's the role that he immediately plays in his life. You don't need the backstory. They just embody that as a part of that character.
Yeah, his introduction is so great in this. And I think it's in episode 1. Where he's stalking them. As we find out, it's out of fear, but because of his design, they're scared of him and think of he's as a monster. What's more, he's just shy. But when the chips are on the table, he will save people because he's a helper and he's a protector, right?
Yes.
But it then goes back to him being scared of the thing he feared would happen, which is they interact with him badly or think he's they seem to hate him, right?
Right.
That whole interaction is great. And it's Kogo talking him off a ledge and like convincing him, no, he's great. They're great. What a great way to establish everything you need to know about that character in like 5 minutes.
And yes, I wholeheartely agree. And it's funny. Good. It's a funny beat of cut.
Yeah, and then it's funny too. It's not just good. Like it's funny as well. Like I'm sorry. Keep going again.
No. I mean, I totally agree. I mean, and then extrapolate that out to the other characters. I think they're all giving something that Mac or Blue can bounce on. I mean, I think of Mac and Blue as basically being symbiotic in some ways. They're meant to parallel each other always. So
Blue's like this more chaotic side of Mac that is there.
Yes.
And as we like kind of established, we don't me and Nick were talking about it. Blue's character isn't actually fully there in that first. He's not what he would evolve into throughout the show, which is just like a Pierce, like agent of chaos, to just sometimes being a straight up dick.
Yes.
Yeah. Like there's that great moment for Wilt's character, and to also show that like Blue feels a little. One, it's Wilt making sure Blue feels comfortable and at home, even though he himself, is in new territory and feels a little alone without Mac, which is they get the new room. Blue just goes to the corner of the room to sleep on the floor. Because Coco, Will, and Eduardo have their own beds. So Will gives Blue his bed and sleeps below underneath the bunk bed. Blue in later season just would have taken that, or try to convince one of them to give up their bed.
Or more than one of them. Possibly.
Yeah, maybe the entire room, right? Like,
3 beds.
Yeah. For spoilers, Will does get his own room later on in the show. It's a great episode. Yeah, man, it's just it's so like the word efficient always comes to my head with his stuff, but it never feels like it's so efficient, but at the same time he's able to keep up the humor and comedy that it doesn't feel that way. It doesn't feel mechanical.
No.
Like it feels so well thought out within the characters' worlds and all that. And each character is reacting how they would be, and it's just been so well thought out that it naturally is funny with their interactions.
I have one quick thought I'll add to that. Just about the writing.
Go for it.
Just in general, after having finished The House of Blues, I realized, this story has actually a lot of coincidences that have to happen for things to work and make sense.
Yeah, there's one big one in particular that I'm thinking of, but yeah, go for it.
But all of that to say is, how many times have I got, this is more just a comment on the quality of the writing and maybe me talking about the craft of writing. How many times have I gotten in my own way and not done something that makes sense in the story by saying, well, that's kind of contrived. I don't know. Will people be bothered by the coincidence? And it's like, this story to me has no less than 4 coincidences that rationality can't actually explain. It's just, it makes sense for the story, and so that happened. And I'm fine with that. It's not a big deal, truthfully. But and here's the thing. It's because so much of this story is thought out and earned. None of it feels haphazard. So I'll be really specific.
Go for it.
Mac gets locked in the closet, can't get out, and has to use his creativity and imagination to find a way out to get to Foster's. Now, we could have just had that, he's a little boy who has a bunch of crap in his closet, but we set it up with cocoa eggs, and therefore it feels more earned. It feels more, even though an 8-year-old boy, I could believe an 8-year-old boy has rope, a skateboard, and a magnet, more than one magnet in his closet. Sure, you don't have to explain
the rope. I would find it a little tough, but yeah, I get what you're saying about that.
Yeah.
But you're right. You're right, and you get that one. It's a great moment to introduce, all the aspect, or to finish off all the aspects of Coco, right, as a character. 2, since you saw those eggs, it feels earned, even though it technically is random what was in those eggs. Although me and Nick were talking about this, like the first egg Coco lays is the same exact vase that Mac has. So there's something else working there with Coco, because there's no way, right? Unless that's like a crazy popular vase, and she just gave him a vase. And then the second thing, what was the second egg, Nick? It was something else specific, right? A photo. Go ahead.
I say a photo of Blue.
Yes, no. It was a photo of Mac.
Mac,
which is the same frame that Mac has.
So they're matching.
And then she can lay a photo that was never taken.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So Coco is beyond like broken, right? In terms of power.
Yeah.
But it works so well for that. Like, it's an imaginary friend. That is something someone came up with. Maybe they lay an egg and it's the exact thing you need in that moment, except whatever the motor engine is at the end. But that's just for a gag. Who cares, right? It's a joke,
right?
And it adds a little bit of tension to the thing too.
Yes,
but you're right. It is a coincidence. But again, you did see stuff that you buy it. You buy into it. There's another. I'll tell you what the one big coincidence is. That's very much like, that's weird that they're over there. Which is Duchess appearing in the bushes with Terrence
across the street.
Across the street. Why was she over there?
Why was she in the bushes across the street? Yeah.
That's the real one where I'm like, there's no real reason for that, but like, who cares? I mean, we can chalk it up to maybe Duchess is just evil and like she's observant, right?
Yeah.
But that's the real one where that's the only one that breaks. But it leads into a funny scene with Terrence. And funny interaction of evil meeting evil.
Yes.
And like real evil versus like stupid evil, which is different.
Maliciousness versus just a big dumb guy.
Yeah, just a big doofus to get into. No, so that's the only one. I mean, you can also argue the rich family showing up the day after.
Mm-hmm.
But I would also argue it's a foster home, and that's going to happen like every day, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't know if this story is true, but the Wikipedia did say this was inspired by him adopting by him and Lauren Faust adopting like 2 dogs.
Oh,
and just like, oh, what happened before, right? What was his life before, and then it evolves into this.
Oh, that's cute, actually.
So that's a cool idea. As
Yeah.
someone who's adopted dogs, you're always trying to figure out what it was before, what life was before, right? And it's not all, and there's got to be a little bit of sadness to it, because why would they end up there? Yeah, like, there's always a bad reason. Like there's a sadness to it. But yeah, that's some fun ownership stuff. Yeah, no, I get you say, but like you're right, everything still feels earned.
Yes.
You're totally in on the ride.
Yeah. Nothing in that and I'd say that before today, I've maybe seen this, let's say 3 times conservatively in my life. They replayed it. You know, I've definitely seen
it. Was replayed a lot.
This never occurred to me that was a thing until I sat down and thought about the mechanics of the thing. So yeah, to all you out there,
nerd writer brain.
Exactly. You know, get out of your own way, dude. Sometimes it can just be, you know what? Those eggs are quantum locks. They only have material that you need the minute you need them.
If you establish that they're magic, right? You're not gonna be angry when the magic happens.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. No, dude, he's so fucking good. And then, but then also, I mean, you gotta acknowledge too. I think it's not just him storyboarding. I want to say Lauren Faust is also big on the writing for this. If I am correct, yeah, Lauren Faust is given credits for the story. Even though it says written by Craig McCracken, I think Lauren Faust is given credits for it.
One of the co-directors I'll throw out, because I looked him up before this, was Robert Alvarez.
That's right.
And he's got a crazy good CV, guys.
Oh, he's an animation legend. Me and Nick instantly recognized him.
I mean, I'll just throw out some of the titles from his early to later, because he started on Yellow Submarine for the Beatles animated picture. He then did Smurfs, G.I. Joe, Pup Named Scooby-Doo, SWAT Cats, Dexter's Lab, Cow and Chicken, I Am Weasel, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, Regular Show, What a Cartoon Contributions, My Life as a Teenage Robot, the Banana Splits from the 60s. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think that was the one Nick threw at me.
Because
we're always trying to
classic.
We're always trying to throw obscure references to each other.
That's crazy. He did Animaniacs, Pinky the Brain, Johnny Bravo, Hysteria. Good God.
Well, he directed Harvey Birdman, like the first season.
So that's where I like instantly recognize.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Wait, does he direct the original one or the Adult Swim?
Adult Swim and Turning Out Law. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. That I feel like I talked about it on the podcast once. Yo, go watch that. That's just comedy gold. Goated. Like, oh my God, dude. Some of those jokes are just fucking genius. I don't like.
They are.
I don't even know. Like, fuck.
It's and you know what's crazy? This is again us, like, that came out when I was a child, I guess.
Yeah.
And I was a very cool baby who watched it when I shouldn't. But like, I didn't I so much of it is lost. Like, when you that is to say, I as an adult watching it was like, oh, this is like a lot about Bush. Oh, this is a lot about news that's happened. Oh wow, okay, topical.
Yeah.
I just
But it
thought it was
still
like
works on its
funny.
own is the kind of genius of it, right? Like
Yeah,
they recognize that the situation itself is inherently funny, so if you tie it with cartoons,
yes.
it has a longer shelf life.
I
Like
mean, yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I fucking love Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Laws.
It's very good.
As
Same
well
here.
as Space Ghost Coast to Coast. So
Yeah, Robert. Yeah, so I mean, the whole team is like a lot of them are people that Craig pulled like from those days, like from when him and Tchaikovsky were literally selling the pilot to the 2 episodes of Powerpuff Girls on the What a Tune, Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Yeah.
So that same group ends up being in Foster's home. Like,
Oh yeah,
it's insane. Yeah, it's all done in Flash too. Like, it's insane. Like,
yeah. I was reading up, and they said it's on. It's animated through Flash after they draw it, and then I think it's Adobe After Effects.
for the compositing,
Yeah, it's for compositing. Man, Flash, shout outs to Flash. I say it every day. Fucking miss Flash.
They kept it.
I don't care. I have such a soft spot for it. I have such a soft spot for Adobe Flash.
Yeah.
So they killed it.
They killed it. I was gonna say real quick to show the range of this co-director. His first one was Banana Splits in the '60s, right?
Yeah.
His last show he worked on as a supervisor was for Infinity Train season 1.
Oh my god, dude! Cartoons were his life type thing.
Yeah.
So that's the thing he did before he retired was Infinity Train.
Yeah, Robert Alvarez, right? Yeah, no, he's a legend. I've always God, what is he? I'll look up pictures later. I just know his name. I don't think I've ever actually looked him up.
Never seen.
Is he real?
I know, it's just, man, that happens all the time too, where I just know the names and I don't know the face. But yeah, it's fuck, dude. Craig McCracken is so goddamn good. Yeah. So anything else with the show? The music's phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
dude. I mean, just the chase sequence through the house.
Oh my god, yes.
Is fucking like 10 on 10. It's like perfectly paced. The jokes are funny. Like the tension is always there, and it's born from misunderstanding.
Yes,
but like it works. No, it's just it's supposed to be like comedy of errors type thing too, and like, oh fuck, dude, it's so amazing. It's such an amazing animation sequence.
I've got more in the what we got out of it, but I will say I think the chase sequence is maybe one of my favorite scenes from the movie.
I think it's mine. I think the whole chase sequence is like 10 on 10. Good shit.
It's real good.
Yeah. Okay, so Nick, anything else in the show you want to talk about in particular?
I think what stood out to me the most, it'll definitely encompass like the entire experience of like one thing that stood out to me so much was what went into it audio wise and music wise. And I have to remember like the in the context of what TV was like in the 2000s. This would be around the time where everyone's trying to move away from the Mickey Mouse scene, the music on action, scene transitions. They going for something like modern, quote unquote, is like a bunch of paid tracks of bands and stuff like that. And then it's like, but Foster's like stood out to me so much, like because there's even through like the first half of the movie, like there's so much like smaller transitions on action, and then like I lost count after 10 variations of the theme being played. And there's like I remember like looking up a while ago that Craig McCracken described the music as psychedelic ragtime.
I love that.
Because it evolves and changes so much.
It's like really free form. Like ragtime. And like the way, shout out to James L. Venable,
Yeah.
Venable,
Who composed Turok, Son of Stone.
That's right, a dub banger.
Never forget.
Nah, hey, he did Clerks the animation. That was
He
a
did.
good.
He also did Zack and Miri Made a Porno. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh yeah, all the movies. Yeah, Clerks.
Yeah.
He did all the Clerks one. Turok.
Sure.
That's right. What else? What can I pull?
He did Clerks 3 and Jay and Silent Bob Reboot as like most recent.
Yeah.
That's
Jersey
okay.
Girl. Hell yeah. Shout out to Jersey Girl.
We'll watch it one
Jersey
day.
Girl.
Yeah.
It's heralded as his worst movie, so we will watch it one day.
No, he did Spider-Man Friend or Foe.
I was talking about Kevin Smith, but Spider-Man Friend or Foe. He did do Spider-Man Friend or Foe.
Oh my god.
A varied career for sure.
Yeah.
But a good one nonetheless.
Goated. But yeah.
He's good. I do just for apparently this theme I think won an award or something. It did win an award. I just don't know for what. We'll look it up later, or that's something someone can look up. Yeah, dude, that song that plays, just how it keeps changing and evolving, like just through the chasing alone, is phenomenal and killer. I gotta download that.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, all the audio for it, I was just so impressed. That's when I was thinking about, I was like, yeah, they don't really think of this in this, like, they don't think of scenes in this way and trust, like, audio people, like, department to kind of, like, interact with the scene as much.
Yeah.
It's like a weird bell curve of, like, you had, like, a reverse bell curve, I call it, where, like, you just had the valley of everyone trying to merge the music and animation industry by getting more and more celebrities.
Yeah.
This is like post DreamWorks now. Like, of literally, I'm gonna hire all the cool artists I couldn't at Disney and just play the tracks back to back.
I gotta chime in just from a comment hot from the industry about that I had a conversation with an animator not too long ago who had worked on the Addams Family pictures, the animated ones,
the DreamWorks ones. Yeah,
the DreamWorks ones, very much so, and that there was an entirely finished and voice acted and animated iteration of the first movie. Well, I would say like 70% done. That one had the villain Debbie from the live action movie as an antagonist in it, and two had no Snoop Dogg, had actually no celebrities yet attached to it other than Oscar Isaac as Gomez. And they were like, yeah, we just feel like Snoop Dogg is going to bring in the kind of energy we really need to the Addams Family movie. And
dude, it's that John Mulaney bit from that fucking Netflix special he did where it was a bunch of like a kids variety show.
Oh, it's a joke. If nobody likes it, it was a joke. But if people are into it, it's a brave experiment I'm trying.
Or who? What was the fuck, dude? Who was the celebrity? Well, it's that thing of like, you go into the room, the testing room, and ask all the kids. So who noticed that Snoop Dogg was playing? Was playing Gomez or something like.
Right.
And then one of the kids goes, "Oh, I didn't at first, but after like 5 minutes, I did recognize the Snoop Dogg, and I was very happy about that." And I think that's so fucking funny because that is what they're thinking is gonna happen with these kids. I think because what parent fucking cares, right? Like,
right.
But a kid's the Snoop Dogg, the 8-year-old. That's who they think they're gonna get.
Jesus Christ!
I don't know,
so
man.
profound. It's so profoundly sad to watch people. I'm quoting again. This is not me saying this. This is a DreamWorks animator off the record who said, "It's sad to watch your parents shoot the baby and then tell you raised it bad. That's why it didn't make any fucking money." Yeah.
That's really good. That's funny. That's really. Oh man.
Crazy.
Fuck man. Yeah. Okay. So,
Yes.
Anything else before we get into what we got out of it?
And that was
Just
the
because
main
I'm
thing
looking
for me.
at the time and I have
Yeah.
to put on my.
Yeah. No worries,
to-
man.
you
I
have to kill
think
the
I'm ready
fun.
to get into what we got out of it.
Yeah. All right, Ian, what'd you get out of it? What'd you get out of it?
You know, I want to say this because I had said that the chase scene I think is one of my favorite scenes of this movie.
Yeah.
I think what I really love about it, and it's the kind of a boiled down part of the big ideas in this. This as simple as it is, and as much as it is about like being a child in the pure creative, imaginative space that children are allowed to be in, and how beautiful that is. Like it's a story ostensibly asking you to keep in touch with that. Keep in touch with your ability to be imaginative and
You have to
creative.
visit it every day.
Every day. You know, and I so anyway, in that chase scene, that farce, it has so much of the tension of a child, to at least what I remember being the feeling of being a child generally, which is you're playing a game and there's tension, and it could be life or death serious, or it could just be you're really amped up in the game. I hope you kind of know what I'm talking about.
I think I know what you're getting. Yeah, I know what you're getting at.
Where kids can be so enmeshed in this, and it when I'm watching Chase, I feel the tension, but I don't ever feel dread. I'm not like, oh god, that little girl is gonna do so. I feel like, uh-oh, I hope she doesn't get him, and it just feels. I feel like a child watching it, and it's. I don't know. I think the show does have really good moments where it gave me a moment of, oh, that is what being a child is kind of like. That's sick. I love that. I love that. And also, I'll say this. You know, okay, I'll make it quick. But
there you go.
when in the initial early onset scene, I did have a moment watching The Flash, the animation style, where I was like, oh gosh, this is old. Oh, how am I gonna be distracted by the animation?
Then it's like, no, it actually looks really fucking good throughout the.
It looks really, really good, you guys. And so just to say that, like, you know, I had to get out of my own get out of my own way and appreciate what was there, because it's a deliberate choice. There were other animated shows that were doing different things. This was, no, we want that minimalist feel, so it feels very raw in the creative expression of what's going on.
And it's both. It's, I know what you're saying about the minimalist, because it is that, right, where the character designs are, but I think it's just a testament to like how good the character designs are, because they are boiled down to their essence, and that's what like Blue is, right? This imaginary friend where it's kind of boundless what you can do, as you kind of stated, but then you know exactly about Mac, to the point where he's still wearing his backpack when he's sitting on the bed, which I pointed out that's kind of weird, but that's his character, that's who he is. To Terrence, to like to Frank, you just know every single thing about these characters from like second one.
Yeah.
Right? That's how good it is. And then it's both minimalist, but yet the settings and the backgrounds are so lived in and so filled with life.
And rich.
Like at the same time. Like,
yeah. I haven't used this word yet, but I should, because you described the backgrounds beautifully, guys. I want to agree. It's evoking classic Hanna-Barbera to me, like we talked about in the last movie.
Yeah.
You get these bold colors, and then the backgrounds really are just detail work. It's just like a frame, a door frame, or a hallway suggestion. So that you can kind of relish animating the characters and really giving them the gusto in the scene. But it does do a whole lot for really setting the vibe, the feeling, the immersion into, I could totally see this place going on and on forever. And before I hand it off, I'll quickly tell you they won Best Music in 2005 for animation.
You go. Oh yeah. As it should.
As it should.
But yeah, Nick, what'd you get out of House of Blues, the first 3 episodes of Foster Son for Imaginary Friends?
I got out of it a reminder of what greatness looks like.
Damn.
Ooh.
Got out of it. I got out of it the same feeling I
Same.
got whenever, we know we're all very biased, but I think the things we praised over the years, and I feel like it's so. I was trying to think of a good sentence for this, but I think a show like this would be a testament to a benchmark, like a benchmark
Ooh.
of what. Same with like Gravity Falls is a benchmark of its time, of like
Yeah. Okay, I get
in
what
its
you're saying.
era, like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It just felt like there were so many lessons to be learned from Foster's going into like this new millennium of animation, because this is like literally the most money these studios are ever gonna make and
it's got a
have.
lot of money.
Like,
in this thing.
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah,
There's so many
there's
unique backgrounds. Me and Nick kept counting, and I think we both
Yeah.
lost track.
a dialogue. Yeah, everyone's just
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah. The whole
Um,
time.
Then so it's just like I think I just got it. Yeah, just a better appreciation for something that really was just a flagship like show for the longest time, because this was like one of the first, because if you think of Cartoon Network, this was one of the first shows besides Samurai Jack and Powerpuff Girls. Like,
I mean, yeah.
it's insane. Yeah.
Oh,
You're
under the
absolutely
Cartoon Network moniker.
Yeah, Cartoon Network and like in general,
Yeah.
like at that time. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good.
I think you're making a good point, because
Yeah.
Dexter's Lab and
Yeah.
all that would be Hanna-Barbera, not Cartoon Network, right? They would.
Is that
Yeah.
true? Okay,
Well,
I thought Powerpuff Girls and Dexter would be the start of cartoon. You know
they
what?
would be.
I haven't done my history check in a long time.
Yeah.
So I'd have to see. I always because in my head, and again, this is just based on like going through all the stuff. I could be totally wrong about the dates, so Nick, you could be totally right. In my head, Foster's Home was the second generation, right? The second era of Cartoon Network to me, because then the first
Yeah.
is like Powerpuff Girls, not Foster, Dexter's Laboratory, Evil Con Carne for anyone who remember, and
Wait,
then
Ed, Ed and Eddie? That would have been early
Ed,
on, or
and
but that
Eddie
was
would be
Canadian,
early, I believe.
you know.
And then fuck, dude, I know there's some others, but then the next generation is like Foster's Home, Samurai Jack, My Life as a Teenage Robot, like a lot of the kind of what's heralded as the golden era.
Chowder was right around then, I think.
Chowder, yeah. Chowder, Misadventures of Flapjack.
Yes.
That might actually no. I think Flapjack and Chowder are a little bit after, because I think I was in middle school.
Chowder is Flapjack's definitely 2010. Chowder is maybe between them or a little bit around early 2010s. Yeah,
maybe we'll do a little extra video where we just talk about cartoon history. But yeah, but to your point, Nick, it's early, right? Yes. And I think you're right. I think this is where the Cartoon Network like identity is like solidified as like a force. Like the competitor to Nickelodeon, because Nickelodeon's around for way longer.
Yeah.
Right. No, I think you're right about that. About the identity being found here, and like how much of this movie, because this would not be made on Nickelodeon.
No.
This is much too grounded.
Yeah,
the pacing's wrong. It's way too grounded. It's not outwardly zany, even though it's a out there premise.
There would be more screaming. There would need to be more screaming on Nickelodeon. Just yeah.
And that's not an insult to Nickelodeon stuff, but it is a different style.
It's different,
right?
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying, man. I totally do. But I'm sorry, Nick. Was there anything else you want to say?
No, I think that was just the main takeaway. I'd say. I mean, because I definitely agree on your guys' point, but personally, I was just trying to think in perspective of like watching in 2026 something that was literally like over 20 years ago, like
22.
And, in that context, I totally agree. I think it is a foundational thing for Cartoon Network as a studio who's creating independent stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, all right. So, what did man? Because I could go on and on about how important this was to my childhood, and who I am as a person, a writer,
Mm.
and why I care so much that like everything's got to be firing off on all cylinders within a minute, right? Like you have to know everything within from get go.
Yeah.
And how I'm like that, but also you know when to take your time, when to do that. I don't know. Rewatching is like, man, yeah, I really do. I don't want it to make it sound like I'm too insane, but I do like take so many lessons from Craig McCracken stuff, like that I've integrated, and I can see that. I am not saying at all that I'm nearly as good as him, but I do try my best to do what I think, like what I can get out of these, right? Like I try to follow example, and then like integrating my own stuff. No, man, what did I get out of this? You know, the big surprise was just re-noticing the music and how fucking good it is.
It's really good.
And how stellar and like the animation is and like the delivery of the lines. And how you get to see like, yeah, the characters aren't fully found yet, but whose are. Like Eduardo's all there. Mac is more or less there, although we get more like of the conflict of being a super smart child, but a child nonetheless.
Yeah.
And then Blue isn't there yet or hasn't evolved into what he would be. But that's kind of the cool thing with him is that he has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Harriman is there where it's just this dense wall, but you know there's a lot of stuff underneath and you get those hints.
Yes.
And Madame Foster being the fun old lady who has a little bit of chaos, and then you find out it's like a lot of chaos as it goes through.
Yep.
And just, yeah, man, it brought me to that kid of like, I think one of the reasons I love that thing so much is just that sense of wonder, like of just so much potential. And that really is so reflective of like imagination that it's supposed to be potential is like, or limitless, right? Like they can keep going. Now I can get into the real, you know, psychotic Ash is dead level thing of what I think this show is really about and how it's about artist creativity and learning to both revisit your childlike wonder and then eventually learning to let go or like or if you don't use it you lose it type thing. If you're not constantly revisiting then you're going to lose that. We won't do that today. We don't have that much time, but like it's there. I love the show. It's one of my favorite cartoons of all time. It's a very like keystone like cartoon or piece of media for me. Like other keystones, for example, would be like how much I've talked about Death Clock, how much I've talked about Clerks 1, or sorry, Metalocalypse, not that. Well, yeah, that too, but stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So on that note, let's get into the denouement. What would you all recommend? Having just watched this, I'll start off with an obvious one, and then we can come back to me. The obvious one being just watch the rest of the show, man. It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good fucking cartoon. And then go watch his other stuff. It's good too. Powerpuff Girls is like held as one of the best cartoons. But I think if you want to see him firing off on all like art cylinders, Kid Cosmic is a beautiful goddamn show. Yeah, I think I've expressed my weird that I think some of the writing loses the thread a little bit towards the end, but I think it's a well directed, like incredibly well directed, well paced, and just beautiful fucking show. Like,
yeah,
go check it out. But Ian, what would you recommend for our listeners?
I'm gonna make everyone go down a side tangent, and by asking a question. Hey, did you like the Extremosaurus part and think to yourself, I wish there was more of this.
Are cool.
I wish there was more of this. Then I'm gonna recommend the Brad Pitt movie where he tries to bang a cartoon character.
Was it Cool World? No.
Cool World by Ralph Bakshi. In many ways, a response to this as a premise. What if your imaginary friend could be real?
Yeah.
That movie also explores that question, but in a bad way. Cool World is authentically something that I think if you're a fan of animation, it's worth checking out, giving your consideration to. It is also bananas.
Yeah.
It is made by Ralph Bakshi is, I think, a very creative person, unquestionably. So and a very clear
It's like what a
vision
teacher tells a child, like just to find something good to say.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, oh, what you did? Well, you drew all over the nursing home, but like, you're very imaginative.
Very
You're very
imaginative.
creative.
Now, before I say anything about Steven, I just want to say very imaginative.
Very creative kid. Lets his mind wander.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a fun movie that explores maybe a darker shade of the importance of creativity, but also the importance of being plugged into real life at the same time.
Yeah.
I guess is that movie. But dang, it's a fun animated project for folks. What about you, Nick?
Yeah.
Well, if we want to go back, as we have been doing,
Yeah.
one thing I think will be fun to sort of take in, not like full season, but just in general, seeing the pilot on TBS, where exactly you see Craig McCracken start breaking in Hanna-Barbera.
Okay.
And you start with, I think it's one of those shows like once you see it, you know it, but the title probably won't be that familiar. Two Stupid Dogs.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
no, I know Two Stupid Dogs.
Oh boy, I as a child broke up to that show. It was so funny. It was very funny. The number of times I repeated, but it's wrong at the top of my voice as a child, annoying, I'm sure. I love that show, man.
Yeah, so because that was one where Craig McCracken was the art director, his first time art directing, and it's directed by Donovan Cook, who Chris we know from Three Musketeers, the Mickey Mouse movie.
Yeah, no, I know Two Stupid Dogs. Don't worry.
What I'm saying is, like, I would recommend if people have time for the 22-minute pilot. If not, the first 3 episodes like we did here. I think it's great. I think it holds up. Out of all the Hanna-Barbera things, I think this was like when you start seeing the shift, there's something more grounded and like full arcs rather than like Monster of the Week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Very nice, man. Chris, what's the final word?
What's the final word? What would I recommend? I don't know, Nick. That's a really good recommendation. There are ways to do it now. I wouldn't be able to give you technical stuff. Maybe you can find a YouTube video on these. But there was a lot of Flash games made for Foster's Home. In fact, that are based on just these episodes alone.
Yep.
And I would say go look into those. Those are those are a blast from the past for me. I know Adobe Flash was erased or gotten rid of by Adobe a few years back, but there are ways. So
there are ways.
Go look those up, or if not, maybe you can find videos. Also, there was it's a kind of MMO, but not really, because I mean, the way I had it, I never played with other people on there. I don't know if you could. Okay. But you could essentially make your own imaginary friend and be an imaginary friend in the home for Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
I remember this.
You would run around doing chores. I used to spend so much goddamn time on our by then an old PC that barely ran it. Dude, yeah, if I can find that name, I'll look it up. But there was a massive game where you could just explore all that, and it's pretty cool. And there was a bunch of mini games in there too. Nice. Go check those out. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. All right,
Mhm.
so I guess we got to end off on a question on like,
Mhm.
who's your favorite imaginary friend in there?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And now we're not going to go into how Frankie was Christopher's awakening at the side of puberty.
Sure.
No, we're not doing that here.
She was too old for us anyway. They did an episode about how she was too old for us anyway.
She's. I think I forgot. I looked this. It came up while I was working on the game.
Oh,
Like how old each character was, and like because Max 8, they say that.
yes.
Blue, I think, is only like 4 or something, or
Yes.
2 or 3. But like imaginary friends doesn't really matter because they, once they're made, that's who they are.
Yeah.
Frankie is like 22, 24, I think.
Yes.
That. So when I was writing the game, it was very relatable what she was going through. Is what I'm saying too.
Okay.
But yeah. Who's your favorite imaginary friend?
I'm gonna have to go with Eduardo.
Eduardo's great.
He'd be a good friend to have.
Yeah.
Like I don't, I'm not trying to get.
I would want Eduardo or
me.
like Will to be like my imaginary friend. That sounds pretty great.
I live in a neighborhood. I wouldn't mind an Eduardo to be there for me just in case. Just in case.
Oh man. Nick, who's your favorite imaginary friend? Is it the TV with the sock on it?
Oh, that's good. That's a really good one. Red.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Red, yeah, Red. Dude, Red rules.
Red is cool. Yeah.
Red, like, he's
His
a
arc is
gentle
actually
giant.
fun.
He's misunderstood artist.
I agree.
Doesn't
I agree.
know.
Yeah.
He was born angry, but he doesn't want to be angry. And man, I can relate to that.
His struggle is all of our struggles.
It's all of ours.
What's the one where it's like the tiger with the fro with like the giant hair? There's like one where it's like
fuck. I know what you're talking about.
Cape. I don't know why it always gets me. Like it's so stupid.
No, he's not a tiger, right? Is he not just like a disco?
Oh, I guess.
Is he a tiger?
I thought he was like maybe like a lion. It was like a
maybe. Yeah, maybe. I know what you're talking about.
Blake Superior. Nailed it. Blake Superior.
Blake Superior? Oh, is that the superhero?
Yeah, it's the one who's like remember like at one point there's a preppy kid with like the blonde slick back hair, Richie.
Oh my god, dude. This fucking thing. Okay.
And his ideal superhero is like is fucking like just copies everything Blue does.
Yeah.
But cooler.
Yes.
Lake Superior. Because they're in Michigan, so Lake Superior. Blake
exactly.
Superior.
Yes. Dude, we're not even talking about how many of these are references to actual existing comics.
Oh,
and I'm not talking about like superhero comics. I'm talking about like comic strips.
Yeah.
Like
any.
Fuck. Blake Superior. Yeah. Okay. What was that? Fuck, dude. I like the sock, but on top of the TV. God. OP. Who's that? Who's the eyeball? That's just
Ivan.
Is it Ivan? Ivan's good.
Yeah, that's really funny. That's a funny name.
That is very funny.
That's a good one. We already said Wilton Eduardo.
Oh, the puppies.
Oh, the puppies reach. Puppy does a different thing.
Yeah. The multiply.
And it does the I love you blue. Oh, all the blues that make a blueberry.
That's really
Those are good. Those are good. What about what was his freaking name? It's gone. Oh,
which one?
The one where it's the brother and the sister, and they make the hero and the villain. She's like trying to make everything girly, but he's trying to make everything boyish, and it's just these two like adults who used to fight a lot as kids.
Oh wait, now that's ringing a bell. They're like
it was a whole episode.
Siblings who okay.
It's a good episode. It's good. What about that little P? that no one knows is there.
Oh yeah.
That helps in the one episode with cheese.
Cheese episodes were standouts. I did really like the cheese. Yeah.
Yeah. What about Mojo Jojo?
Yeah, what about that? That's the real answer. It's Mojo Jojo. That.
I decided I would not be as creative, but I trusted a professional to make a good character.
Well, that gag of people just copy shit with that, or kids just copy what they see on TV. That's 100% true. That's what I.
Actually, like I thought was interesting was the scribble.
Oh, the problem with scribbles, which is the reference to Star Trek episode.
Yeah, Trouble with Tribbles. Yes.
Yeah, Trouble with Tribbles.
Oh yeah, damn.
That's a great episode. The scribbles episode. I'm with you, Nick.
The scribbles and the hey listeners, go back to OG Star Trek and
that's our recommendation. That's where we're at. Go watch stuff.
What about Poindexter Dorkface the Third?
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna look that up, and then we gotta end this fucking podcast.
Use a calculator.
Oh, fucking. What? Poindexter.
Dorkface the Third.
Poindexter. Dorkface the Third. The Third.
That's so mean. What a mean name.
Was the imaginary? Oh, it is just a calculator. That's so fucking.
That's very funny.
I'm on this imagination companion, so I'm sure I can look up characters. Let's do A to Z. I'm gonna this podcast is gonna go on forever. We're gonna do. There's the Abraham Lincoln pen. That's man, dude.
OP.
That one's good.
That's very funny.
It's just a pen. It's Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
What about Dino? It's a dinosaur.
That's a good one.
What about?
Oh my god!
What about Eddie Monster?
Eddie Monster
doesn't have a photo.
No, FP Doodle.
FP Doodle. What about Aaron Peterson? Oh, that's a person.
Oh no,
that's a guy.
That's a
FD Doodle. FP Doodle. Yeah, that's in this episode, right?
Yeah. FP Doodle.
Yeah,
the
that's
Doodle
cool.
guy. He's OP.
As OP.
Oh man, there's so many good ones, but I think for the movie's sake, at least what was shown, probably Ivan. That's really funny.
Ivan's good. Oh, Foul Larry, dude. No, Foul Larry.
Foul Larry.
Yeah, that's the basketball one that challenges Will.
Oh,
the Goon Squad one.
Yeah.
They
play street ball, and he's like shoving. Dude, that oh fuck, dude. Good Will Hunting fucking rules.
It was good.
We're gonna have to watch it. We're gonna have to watch it. So, oh shit, we can't end the podcast. I'm so sorry. We have to do this because we forgot to do it the last 2 episodes. We're gonna make this quick.
Yeah,
promise. We didn't rank them.
Oh shoot!
It's Foster's and Johnny. Those are the 2 we're ranked.
No, it's 3. It's Regular Show, the movie, Johnny Bravo Goes to Bollywood, and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, House of Blues. Okay.
I mean, I'm ready to shoot from the hip, guys. I
think I know what my order is. Okay, what are we saying for 3? What are we saying for 3?
Oh, I'm saying Johnny Bravo at the bottom, Regular Show in the middle, this at the top thus far. That would be my pitch.
Nick, how are we feeling? Because I think I may agree with Ian.
I'm with them, yeah. Put it there.
Okay. All right, let's do that. Damn, that's not to say Johnny Bravo is necessarily bad.
No,
that's good.
No,
it's really good stuff. It's well animated too. It looks good.
Yeah.
Regular Show, the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And number 2, and then number 1, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, House of Blues. Now, the real question is going to be, how long is Chris going to try to keep it on there for number 1?
Oh, I'm sure too long. But don't worry, folks. We're
don't worry.
We're going to do everything we can.
I only see one movie ahead that I think there's going to be a fight on. And that's just based on like memories and vibes.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So we'll get to that when we get to that. That'll be later in the year. All right.
Okay.
We're done. We got to go.
All right.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.